What is up, everyone? It's Fear here. We're gonna be checking out our Gothic Precon decks. I finally arrived with the rest of my boxes that I ordered. This is what I wanted to open first, but didn't quite show up fast enough, but earlier than they said, so that's a plus. There we go. Harbinger, Savior, can't really see it, Necromancer, and Persecutor. And it looks like, I'm assuming this is probably the same as what you get in a booster box. Just a ton of tokens. Let's see if these are the same or if they're different. The Ward Evil in the collection. Hellhounds. Well, this is already different, right? I don't think they only give you one in the other. Penitent Knight, Horrible Hybrids, 2 ghouls, which they didn't give you before. Yeah, I think these aren't the same, right? I think some of these are different. Looks like there's extra card. They don't give you the Desecrated Ground. But I think these are just a lot of the tokens that you need to take advantage of these decks. So that's probably why they give you all those. And of course, this is just to explain the new mechanics. If I can pull this out first. Should be the new updated, yeah. The new updated play guide. Oh yeah, and I got my new mat, as you can see. It's a lot of the same design going on. I need to come up with a better setup here. But I had to show it off. Let's set these up. Oops. This over here. And it looks like I already took them out of the order they were in. I think they were in this order. So we'll just go in order. And the first box we're doing is the Harbinger. Usher in the Dark Era as Harbinger. Contains a starter deck for single player, 1 avatar, 16 atlas, and 36 spellbook cards. Avatar complexity 3 stars. Let's see if I can get the box open. Here we go. Similar to the other box, it has the foam in there so that way you the cards don't get all beat up during shipment. And they give you a bigger box so that way if you do sleeve these and keep the deck the same size just for practice, or if you're just a beginner, it'll fit in that deck box sleeved. Actually, we should, where's my avatars? Okay, I had to get my cards because I want to show you that the Precons do have alternate arts. So that is pretty cool. And most of them, I mean, they're both pretty cool. But I like the Precon arts a little better. A little bit more, less whimsical, I guess. They seem much more real, if that makes sense. Then you got the Harbinger. 2 Willing Tributes, 2 10-ton slugs, and it looks like this deck is water air, which is also different from the original decks because they were single color. Yogg Sothoth. Oh, this is unique. Occupies all locations safely. Is banished without 5 voids. Ignores the abilities of sights. So he literally takes up the entire map. But there must be at least 5 voids. That seems very tricky to do. Yeah, because you already have 7. You'd have to really keep your enemy kinda. You have to destroy a lot of their stuff. Falling Star. 2 Shogoths that spawn from the lands. Aj Kagon, Ghost Crabs. 2 Forsaken. 2 Sea Witch. Static Servant. Mesmer Demons. Nomo Monitor. Slimy Mutants. Bound Spirit. Dormant Monstrosity. Elite. Bound Spirit. Frozen Horror. Lacuna Entity. Regurgitator. At the end of your turn, Regurgitator must either fill its empty belly by banishing a dead minion or empty its full belly by shooting a projectile that deals damage equal to eaten minion's power. Oh, that seems... but he is also kind of weak. But he does get to shoot a projectile, so that is also great. Harkening Kraken, Gnarled Wendigo, 2 Gifts of the Frog, 2 Ice Shards, Monster Morphosis, Swap, Abyssal Assault, Into the Abyss, Call of the Sea. Now we're onto the lands. Croaking Swamp, Algae Bloom, Twilight Bloom, Accursed Tower, Dark Alley, Deep Sea, Den of the of Evil, 2 Stinging Kelp, 2 Streams, 2 Spires, Elder Ruins, which is the one that can cast Shogoth Submerged if you sacrifice a minion, and Peculiar Port. So this one did give... There was two uniques, right? Or was it just one? Okay, I think it was just one. Yeah, I think it was just this one here. Yogg-Sothoth. I mean, it is 10 power. I mean, if you can pull that off, it occupies the whole realm, so... Yeah. That's a game ender there, pretty much. But I guess it can also be hit by, like, everything. Can it be blocked by everything? That's another complexity. Like, it's everywhere, but can you block it if you're far away from it? I'm not sure. I am not sure at all. But I guess you have to be near it to block its attack. But you could attack all your minions into it and kill it that way. Okay, going on to the Savior. I'll probably go through these a little faster. I went kind of slow on the first box. Stopping at probably the uniques and elites that are in here. Or stuff that I just personally haven't seen. Let me actually put this deck back up here. The Savior box. Deliver us from evil as Savior. Avatar complexity 1 star. That's my kind of guy. And we'll show the 2 arts. Here's the Precon, and here's from the booster box. Like, these ones I think are pretty close. I still like this a little bit more. I love the cloud and the sigil behind him. It looks pretty cool. Okay. Got Eltham Townsfolk, Sarava Townfolk, Night Watchman, Makeshift Barricade, Enduring Faith, Golden Dawn. This is unique. Deal out your top spells, 1 to each site in your back row. Summon any that are minions and put the rest back on the bottom of your spellbook. If you're on death's door, they gain charge. That seems very good. It is 7 mana, but I mean, those are free. So if you can pull something big off the top, even if they don't have charge, that's crazy. Melakim, Town Priest, 2 Virgin in Prayer, 2 Revered Revenant, Angel Descendant, Survivors of Sarava, Muddy Pigs, Mayor of Milborn. Other nearby mortals have +1 power. That's not too bad. Well, these are all mortals. The King of the Realm would be a great card to have in here, or as a counter against these type of decks. Order of the White Wing, Guardian Angel, Rowdy Boys, Search Party, 3 Search Parties, 2 Monks of Kobalsa, 2 Withered Trunks, Faith Incarnate, this is new to me, has 2 power for each ward in the realm. That could be pretty strong as well. Or it could be super weak. Oh, another unique. Flame of the First Ones. Whenever the flame stops at a new site, you heal 1 and your opponent loses 1. Nice. Wave of Eviction, Baptize, Divine Lance, Holy Nova, 2 Smites. Now we're onto the sites. 2 Triple Town, 2 Blessed Village, 1 Blessed Well, 2 Autumn Bloom, Algae Bloom, Consecrated Ground, Fertile Earth, Mudslide, 2 Streams, and 2 Valleys and 1 Forlorn Keep. Okay, so this one had 2 uniques. That's great that there's more uniques in these decks. What were the... This one is water and earth. Forgot to check that out. Oh, and I forgot to say what these do. The avatars. Ward a minion that was summoned this turn for 1 mana. I'm guessing you can do that unlimited because it's just as long as you have the mana to do it. Now just show what the Harbinger does on the alt art. On setup, determine 3 random squares. Once on your turn, you can cast a minion to one of them for 1 less. That's probably why it's harder. It's harder to, yeah, you can't really predict. The randomness kind of can make that good or bad. And on to the Necromancer. Raise the undead army as a Necromancer. Avatar complexity 1 star. I feel like this is probably one of the decks people would like the most. Just the being able to summon stuff just seems so awesome. Necromancer, and here's the alt art. These ones actually have similar vibes with the guy towering over his undead minions. I do like this one a little bit more. He just looks way more evil. Okay. 3 Bone Spear. Oh, here we go, unique. Draconian Bone Kite. Airborne. Tap, deal 3 damage to each other unit at target nearby location. Summon a skeleton token here for each unit that died. Okay, that could be good. And you would, because it's like an AoE, deal 3 damage to each other unit. You can also hit your own guys, I'm assuming, so. But I mean, if you're hitting your tokens, getting more I guess it doesn't really matter. Bone Jumble. 2 Foul Bones. Bitter Departed. 2 Ignited. 2 Novice Necromancer. Noxious Corpse, Kamacine Mummy, 3 Screamers, 2 Snaily Gaster, Stygian archers. Hot Wheels, 2 of them. Order of the Pale Worm, Dreadwing, Vesper Swarm, Those Who Linger. This is, it's exceptional. Master Necromancer, that's elite. Genesis, summon a skeleton token to each adjacent site. Stitch Abomination. Genesis, banish up to 3 minions from 1 cemetery to stitch together. So this could even probably be your enemy's minions. This abomination has their combined power, but each part may be damaged and destroyed separately. Detonate. Witching Hour. 2 Kiss of Death. 1 Carionette. Necronomic Concert. Each differently named undead and instrument nearby joins the band to play. Draw a card for each. That could be huge card draw. And you even got this. Pinpipes of Nam. Corpse Catapult. Now we're on to the lands. Open Mausoleum. Twilight Bloom. Desert Bloom. Accursed Desert. Cursed Tower. Den of Evil. Dread Thicket. Vast Desert. 2 Spires. 2 Wasteland. Sold Out Cemetery. Forsaken Crypt. And another unique, Darkest Dungeon. Next time an ally strikes an avatar this turn, drag both here if able. That one's actually insane. They actually showed that off in their Precon deck battle on their YouTube. Sorcery YouTube. Those are probably the only spoilers I really saw. Was I watched the decks battle. Oh, and it looked like that was fire and air. And the last deck. The Persecutor. Punish the wicked as Persecutor. Avatar complexity 2 stars. To me, I would think this one is the hardest. You really have to be careful with your movement. You actually have to think about your avatar constantly. And here we go. Persecutor and Persecutor. Once on your turn, Persecutor may step towards the closest evil or brand an enemy, so your cards treat them as evil this turn. Now this one is extremely close. I think I actually like this one better. They're both very cool though. Okay. 2 Bind Evil. Shackled Demon. Disabled until an adjacent spellcaster taps to release him. Angry Mob. Flagellant. One-Shot Wizard. Flaming Skull. 2 Holy Warriors. Kisser of Wounds. 2 Lesser Blood Demons. Redmane Hyena. Wild Fanatic. 2 of them. Intrepid Hero. Martyrs of Tomorrow. Mazu Ifrit. Airborne at the start of your turn, lose 2 life. Fallen Angel. Airborne nearby allies demons have +1 power. Flayer. Greater Blood Demon. Genesis, you lose 4 life. And you really lose a lot of life with this deck. But 6 power for 4 is actually pretty good. 2 Zeppelins of Zealots. Cherubim. Airborne Ward. Shoot a projectile that deals 4 damage. Undesirables. 2 Trial by Fire. 2 Flame Strike. 1 Lash. 1 Wreath in Righteousness. Blaze of Glory. Release the Hounds. This card is good. Summon 2 Hounds from your collection to your avatar's location, and they gain charge this turn. It is 7 mana, but the Hounds cost 3, so you're only paying 1 extra mana. And you're getting charge. Holy Water. Blade of Thorns. Peacemaker Ballast. Pair has ranged, and its strike deals 1 more damage to units for each of the following they are: Evil, Artifact Bearers, Spellcasters, Voidwalkers, Submergers, Burrowers, and Frogs. Leave the poor frogs out of this. Got 2 Vast Deserts, 2 Desert Blooms, 1 Autumn Bloom, 1 Blessed Village, 1 Hillside Chapel, 1 Consecrated Ground, 1 Active Volcano, 2 Valleys, 2 Wastelands, Road to Perdition. This is a unique. Purgatory. When an evil minion dies nearby, its controller loses 1 life. And Molten Mar. Genesis, you may cast Hellhounds from your collection to this site. It is also good. So these all look fun. This one was Earth and Fire, I'm pretty sure. Yes, Earth and Fire. So I do like that they're dual, because it really opens up what you can do. And they do seem to have a lot more cohesion than the beta decks. But that will also, they're also probably more complex. But I do like that these, that they're kind of turning the avatars less into having the tap to use their abilities, because that makes them really slow. That's why the Druid was so strong, because Druid really didn't have to tap to do anything. It would just get a free tawny, and then they had to nerf it into the ground. So I like that the new avatars are just, they have their ability. They can have more of an impact at all times, because that is the point of the game, is you are the avatar. So it should feel like the avatar actually means something. So yeah, cards look great. Can't wait to try these decks with my nephew, and hopefully be going to a game store sooner than later. Definitely next year in January, I'm gonna be going consistently, probably at least a couple times a month. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys get the Precons. Great place to start. Great cards. More uniques this time. Avatars are more fun. Gothic is just, the vibes of Gothic are the best. Thanks for the support. Like, comment which one you think is your favorite out of the 4. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace.